And welcome back to Celestial Forest. This time we are doing, so on Celestial Forest, as I just said, we are doing another episode of Species Encyclopedia. As you can see, it's me here, the magician. This episode, I wasn't quite sure what to do between, Sycorax, Ice Warriors, or vashta nerada. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do vashta nerada. So, not a lot is known about the vashta nerada, because they attack, and their attacks are very rarely known. So yeah, I guess I'll start with the most famous attempt of I'll just start with what the vashta nerada actually are. The vashta nerada is a species of shadows, if you will. Their leader is called the King of vashta nerada, or the Shadow Lord. So yeah, and if they hide in the shadows, they're not every shadow, but they could be any shadow that there is. So if something like, say, me or you, a human being, has one shadow, which you usually have, and have a second one protruding out. Say your first shadow's pointing this way, the second one's pointing this way, and it's slightly growing ever so slowly. That probably means that the vashta nerada is there and you can't do anything else, because what will happen is they will eat all the muscle and skin in your body faster than you could say spaghetti on rye. And you'll just be a skeleton, and that's it. Just bone. So, yeah. So think about that when sleeping tonight. So yeah, I'll have you more about that later. But vashta nerada, the most famous case of them was at the planet of books, which is an actual place where the whole planet is just libraries. The biggest library in the world, where an entire planet is just a library. And then they took place on there because the library was shut down and no one was there. Then a research crew went in and did that, and then they all died. But luckily for them, they had the doctor and one of his companions there to save them. So yeah, that was their most famous case. But then, since no one was there at all in centuries, the vashta nerada most likely died out because they didn't have any food. Because they didn't have their food source, which were aliens, or universal species. They didn't really have that. So yeah, which was quite interesting. Which they mostly died out, but what's probably happened was a research team, how they probably got back out and a lot stronger, would be a research team going out back into the library to check to see if they were still there. They didn't know, they thought it was safe. The vashta nerada sneaked onto their ship and then crashed on different planets, and some of it landed on Earth, because the vashta nerada has been sighted. There's a slight chance that they have been sighted on this planet. I'm not joking, you humans will not be able to see it, but they're not strong enough. As of this moment, they are not strong enough to eat the flesh, to eat you, to eat. They're not strong enough to eat. They can barely nibble on the dead skin cells that you have. That's all that they will eat. And all they can do is shadows. So, yeah, you have been warned, the vashta nerada have been seen. So, I guess that's all I can say really on the vashta nerada. No one really knows how long they've been alive, or no one knows quite how long their species has existed, or, what their planet of origin was, but this has been Celestial Forest for the second issue of the Species Encyclopedia. And remember, magic, the real magic, is believing. And as always, thanks for watching.